Hi, I'm Mike, and today I'm going to run through a quick inspection of my water heaters for things you should look for and that you probably are not even aware of. They could cause you some problems. Hey, if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss anything. So these are my water heaters. The one on the right is a couple of years old. The one on the left is just ancient. I can't tell the age of it because this bottom strap is covering the label, but I'll find that out in just a moment. Just looking at this water heater, you've got two straps. The top one should be in the upper 1/3. The bottom strap should be in the lower 1/3, 2 to 4 inches above the control. It's a little bit high. You can see that it's got a gas sediment trap. And the idea there is that as the gas flows through, any sediment in the gas line falls to the bottom here, and the clean gas flows through to the gas valve. It's just simply a T, 2 short stubs of black iron pipe, and then at minimum a 3-inch piece on the bottom there with a cap on it. I can see lots of corrosion right there, and this is only a 3 or 4 year old water heater. You can see that it's got a pan. However, they did not run the drain from the pan down to the floor, which is just going to postpone the inevitable flood on this drywall shelf by probably a minute and a half once it fills up to this level. Other things that are kind of obvious, we've got a ball valve there at the top that's got corrosion on it. That's not a good thing. And then I will get up on top here in just a moment. So no obvious problems on the top of this water heater. The TPR valve, temperature and pressure relief, flows all downhill to the drain. It cannot have any rise in it whatsoever. Sometimes there's a requirement of having insulation on this hot line, and it's definitely hot. The water flows into this water heater, by the way, so it does the bulk of the work. Incoming street water goes here, it goes back in the wall and comes out here, and there's one reason why you want to look at your water heater every now and then. So that I've not noticed before. That is soft, and it doesn't feel like it's wet, although it has definitely been wet recently. So that's one thing I'm going to have to check out. That's going to be another day. That one's hot. That one's hot. Like I said, sometimes insulation on the hot line. There is no expansion tank on the cold incoming lines on either of these. That's a good idea, but certainly a cost increasing issue. On my old water heater, it does not have a sediment trap. So we could easily put one in on here, but before I do that, I want to check the age of this sucker, because if it's as old as I think it is, I'm not gonna touch it. The only thing that's gonna happen is to replace it. So I'm gonna take this off and see how old it is. So here's my label, and I originally thought this was built in '98, but according to the manufacturer's website, it's coded right here. J is September and 02 is the year. So this water heater is about 21 years old. It does not have a pan or a drain, obviously. So the reason this has lasted so long is because it just basically is a storage tank. The bulk of the heating is from the incoming street. That one, the one on the right, does the heating, moves it over to this one, which keeps it warm but doesn't have to fire as often as the one on the right. So there's lots of issues with this, and the only thing that's going to happen, as I said before, this is I've got to fix the leak up there on top and replace this thing before the inevitable happens. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So this TPR drain line looks good. It's all downhill. That's great. No rise in the pipe. And it is always a good idea to go on top and see if there's any action going on up here. And I can see at some point there was a leak from this valve, either from this point or this point, because it was falling right there. And I've seen tanks that'll rust from a leak on a line or a connection, and it's very expensive, and it could be fixed very easily and quickly. Well, I think I've shown that it's a good idea to periodically check your water heater and look for any issues that you may not be aware of. It's always good to take care of those now before the inevitable flood. Well, I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below. If you're interested in our franchise opportunity, I'll leave a link for that in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.